Okay, so I can think of a few people on my team in particular that I know that with correct bookings on their calendar, they 100% could, they could be a leader. So I'm going to be working with those. So take the next couple weeks to figure out on your team who has the potential. Who do you think could promote, to a director just by their sales? Do they have typically, do they have a lot of parties booked? Do they already have people under them? Are they in their first 90 days? Because anybody in their first 90 days has that fast track, mentality that can go for a directorship. And then we're going to work with them for 2 weeks in March to really get their calendar booked, because we know as leaders, when you have parties and when you have bookings, that's when you guys can promote. Okay, so we're going to work with those people on really getting bookings and then kicking off a strong program the beginning of April. Okay, so 2 weeks of bookings and then going in, to a director bound program. Now, something else that I was talking and picking Brittany's brain, because she works with Ellington Boyce. I know a lot of you guys know Ellington Boyce. Her and Ellington, they lead the director bounds together. They do everything. So she's a good person, and they're a very large growing organization, so I can ask her a lot of questions on what's working in their org, kind of get her feedback on stuff. I asked her about opportunity events. How are they doing them? And they stopped doing them in a group. So they don't have a group necessarily that they're posting to. What they do is they do a Zoom call. And so they have a call scheduled. They share the link with anyone that's interested in the business. All of those people hop on the call together. And she said they have a script, of stuff that they go over to share the business on a Zoom call. So we have something like that we could try to do. Now, we don't have to completely get rid of the opportunity group per se. What we could do if you wanted is we could still post stuff in there every month, have it kind of in there, just like with the specials, like basically run it and have it in there for the month, the information, so that if anyone needs extra information or wants that kind of as a resource, we could use it as that. What are your thoughts around the opportunity event? Because I want to get back to doing one, but I think we may need to change up how we're doing it. So what are your thoughts?
I do love the Zoom idea. And we need to see more directors get involved and help. It seemed like it was just the same ones that was doing it. And I think that would help if we
Angela's shaking her
were
head.
all doing it.
She's like, yep. I agree. And I think doing the Zoom would be just something a little bit different. But also, I think that if we have different people, that can come on, and volunteer to share a quick 5 minutes, just little story, about it. It doesn't have to be, we could figure out, who does what. So even if we had, a few of you volunteer every month, and then rotate it, you guys wouldn't be doing it all that often, So that's the thing with numbers, guys. The more people that we have that say, yeah, I'll do it in March. Yep, I'll do it in April, and we have more people that it takes to load off of some of the others, so it isn't the same people that we're seeing, volunteer for stuff all the time. So that makes it more helpful. So I think I will look at getting that script from Brittany, because I asked her, I said, do you guys have a script, that you use as far as the information? And she said, yeah. And she said, I can get it to you. So once she's done with tomorrow, because I know she's very stressed right now, I'll talk with her more, about getting some of this information from her, and talk to you guys about a date. Now, as far as now that today, this is my last basketball practice. And the only reason we had tonight, I thought we were going to be done, but our head coach, he got COVID our last basketball game and wasn't there. And so he missed our very last basketball game. And so he was like, I got to see these girls one more time, before. So we had kind of an impromptu practice tonight, but it'll be over now. So I have my Monday evenings back, hopefully, until baseball season starts. And then I don't know what that schedule is for that. But as far as me actually coaching, I will be done until the fall with cheer. So that is good. So what do you guys think for the opportunity event? What night do you think we should stick with? Sunday? Is Sunday still kind of, work to do that? And if it's a Zoom call, it's not going to be an hour. I can tell you that. We're not going to have people jump on and last an hour. It'll probably be shorter just because it's going to be talking through information, sharing, probably a few, stories and stuff. But does 8 o'clock, on Sunday work for most of you all? Doing something short on a Sunday night? Yeah. Okay. So I'll look at Mondays in March. I'll figure that out. And then so for the sake of planning, I will do our team meeting, virtual team meeting on Tuesday, March 7th. Okay, so you guys can kind of have that. So if you guys do, one with your team or, do something with your team, know that ours is going to be on the 7th at 8 o'clock. And then I will offer a step up your virtual training. I know some of you guys were on that last time. Now, what I'm doing is I'm offering a new consultant training. So used to, when I did the new consultant training, I did a lot of stuff about virtual parties on it too. So I'm kind of switching how I'm doing these. The new consultant training, I'm really doing new consultant training. Okay, welcoming them, talking about going for the no and what that looks like, pushing through when they hear the word no, and what is it like to get bookings on your calendar, and why is that important, and working through some of that stuff with them. So really talking to them on a new consultant level. Okay. And so that's what the new consultant training will be. Now, the step up your virtual training, I'm really going through what helps make parties successful. Bookings, host coaching. I'm sharing my video that I do for host coaching with all of my hosts. I have also watched other teams step up virtual programs, and I've pulled some of their ideas. So even some of the stuff that I know, like I think Christy was on there last time. I'm trying to remember who all was on there. I pulled new ideas every single month. Every single month, there is stuff that I have heard or seen from other teams, and I'm including that, in this training. And it's just tips and things that are going to help their parties be more successful. Okay, so even if you have had team members, we had to laugh last time, and this person's not on here because she's not a director. But we had to laugh last time we were on the call. Someone, they're under me personally, so I can laugh about this because she's on my team. She gets on the call halfway in between, and she goes, "Oh, no, they're doing the same damn thing." Okay. Didn't have herself muted, and I was like, for the love. And so I muted her real quick, and she ended up getting off anyways because we were doing the same damn thing. But we weren't actually, because 5 minutes prior, I was going through all kinds of other great information that she had never heard before. But just when she happened to hop on, I was talking about something she'd heard. But I had to laugh because I was like, oh, good golly. So do know that there are, see, I did it too, guys. It's okay. There is information. It's not just the same thing. Anything that I hear that I'm like, oh, that is a great idea. I'm going to start including that in my parties, kind of like the double tagging thing. That double tagging tip that I learned from Amy Conwell, I don't know, she is a senior executive. And when she said to her team like that, she got $2,000 in one day, she's not kidding. Like that double tagging works. Okay, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I think I shared it on Team PC Hot Shots, but I shared it in that meeting as well. But double tagging, when you do a welcome post, so with every single one of my parties, I go in and I welcome, you click on the welcome and it tags everyone. And it's one of my most active posts always, because I always say, post your last two meals that you've made, and they talk about, the food and the stuff they've had. So it's a lot of people commenting. Well, you come to the last day of the party, everyone that you tagged up in the top, good golly, my sons. But everyone that you tagged in the top, you go into the comments and you tag them again, reminding them that today is the last day to order and so's party. And it will tag. And when Facebook sees, wow, this must be important because they tagged them once in the welcome post and then they tagged them again. So what it does is it sends a notification to them and it becomes one of the top notifications in their newsfeed. Okay, so when they're scrolling through, they're more likely to see it because it's going to be at the top. And also it shows up as one of the notifications if they look at their notifications. So she said when she does that, she typically gets $2,000 in orders in a day because it's called double tagging and Facebook sees it as something that is important. Okay, so it's just tips like that, guys, that I hear that I'm like, that's awesome. Wouldn't have thought about doing that before. So those are the kind of things that I'm trying to share in the Step Up Your Virtual Parties. If I hear something, I think it's a great idea, that's the kind of information I'm going to share on bookings and how to help your parties be successful. Okay, so I'm going to be offering that once a month. And I'm part of these other organizations and they're posting their videos, and stuff. So I always try to go in and listen. I'm like, that's a great idea. So I'm just trying to get, as much information that I always can, to help you guys be successful. So, so those two, be looking for Step Up Your Virtual, and they're most likely going to be on Monday nights. So I'll probably do it maybe the 13th and the 20th. Those two Monday nights will be when I do new consultant and the Step Up Your Virtual, since we have our team meeting on the 7th. I'm going to try not to have too many multiple meetings, in a week, because I know it gets a lot when we have a team meeting and then I ask them to be on a new consultant call. And so I try to space out, when we're going to be doing stuff. All right, so I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you guys the stuff that I've gotten from home office, the stuff for next month. So get your pen ready because there's going to be some different dates and things that you're going to want to know as well. All right. Okay, so you see this Say Yes PC hashtag. Okay, this is going to be used. You're going to see this a lot. Okay, this is kind of what home office is using as a hashtag for next month. So be ready to see Say Yes PC a lot. Okay, here is an idea that I want to run past you guys as well. Now, this is for you to do with your team personally, okay? So I want you to think, as we're thinking through people that you think have potential in stepping up their business, possibly becoming leaders, okay? I want you to think of doing a Fab 3 or a Fab 5 group, depending on how big your team, your personal team is, okay? So some of you only have a few people doing anything in this business, and that's okay. So it may be a Fab 3 and maybe a Fab 2, I don't know. But having a Fab 3 or Fab 5 or however many, and really pouring into them each week. Okay, starting a messenger, group with them, really working with them on growing in their business. So some examples that you could do with this group in particular is, going for the no, booking blitz challenges, booking fundraisers, birthday messages, things that you are doing in your business. Grab a hold of these few people and say, hey, I just want to let you know what I did in my business today. Here are some ideas I wanted to run by you guys. Okay. And really pouring in to a few of these individuals, because really taking some of them by the hand that you feel like have potential is going to really help these people grow. Okay. So think through, looking at your roster, and who are some people that you do have potential in. And guys, maybe it may not be people that are necessarily doing anything right now. Okay, but think about every time we start a new season, some people come out from the woodworks and they're like, oh yeah, I love that mixer. That's amazing. I think I'm going to start selling again. Okay, you have some people that start reviving themselves again. Okay, well, if they are excited and they want to grow, grab a hold with them and help them get excited again. And because sometimes we know that all it takes is just getting a couple bookings on their calendar to really help them start feeling successful again. Okay, so just be thinking through who on your team you can possibly pour into. Okay, so hashtag say yes. Now this is confidential until March 1st. We are going to be doing a challenge for everyone to record a hashtag say yes PC video and post on social tagging Pampered Chef with sweepstakes to drive participation. They are going to be doing prizes based off of this hashtag and tagging Pampered Chef. Now, what this campaign is, say yes to Pampered Chef. Hold on a second, let me. Good golly, I had to check all my pockets. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys. Hold on, I'm going to stop sharing for just a second. Okay, so next month, anyone that recruits, you have an opportunity to earn one of these. It is a cute apron and it says, Pampered Chef, say yes. It's yellow. Okay, we got these at Exec Sim last month. But anyone that recruits one person is going to get this apron next month. Okay, so you have this apron. So that's where you're going to see this hashtag. And so the video, okay, the video, the say yes video is, I'm going to show you a couple examples. I actually paused the executive video where they shared it. So let me grab it and I will show you guys an example. others. Can you guys see that? Do you see 2 videos here now? Okay, I'm using 2 screens, so I want to make sure I was pulling the right thing. Okay, so I have it paused here. So Laura was talking, and so these 2 videos I'm going to share with you, just so you guys can kind of see an example of what a Say Yes PC video is. What are you doing? What is going on? A media download failed partway. Awesome. Perfect. Let me see if I can grab it again. So I don't know what happened to that one. Okay, guys.
More time to fold your laundry. Out of fairness, I tried to not pick anyone's video who's on the call and show you 2 others, but your peers can definitely share their videos with you in the executive Facebook page if they'd like to give you some more examples. So I'm just going to play 2 right
Can you
now.
guys
so
hear
can
that?
kind of see the way that our ambassadors are putting their stories together. I'm Morgan. I'm a pampered chef consultant and also a dog mom. My husband is a professional golfer, which means he's traveling the country all the time for his golf tournament. I didn't like the idea of staying at home, so we bought an RV and I go along with him. Because Pampered Chef helps supplement our family's income, I'm able to work from home anywhere, anytime, and I have a totally flexible schedule too. When I started Pampered Chef, I had no idea the impact it would have on my life and how much joy I would truly get from my job. Who knew that selling kitchen products that are magical, let's be real, would allow me to travel with my husband while he's working, have a job that I actually love, and have a flexible lifestyle. Oh, that was nice. If you like to golf, travel, or spend time with your family, or your dog, or just have a quick choice of the Pampered Chef thing, I'm so glad I said yes to Apron, and so can you. All right, that's Morgan's video. So cute. And here's Emma.
Hi, my name is Emma, and I'm so glad that I said yes to the Pampered Chef business 6 years ago because I'm able to spend more time with my kids and not sacrifice any family time. Yeah, it looks good. Good job, baby. Yeah, absolutely. I love my Pampered Chef business because I don't have to miss out on events like this. Glad that I said yes to the Pampered Chef business. I can do this alongside my full-time job, and I can clean up my business when I want, do it the hours that I can, and not take away from family time. And the best part is I can do it to my phone too. You don't have to sacrifice family time to do the Pampered Chef business. I am so glad I said yes to Pampered Chef 6 years ago, and you can do this too.
Right. All right, let's discuss it. All right, so those are just
Okay, so those are a couple examples of what Say Yes to PC is. So when doing these videos, I'm going to encourage every single one of you. Pampered Chef is encouraging us all to do one of these videos. Okay, so and share it, with your team members, share it on your team page, share it on your VIP groups, okay? Now, this is just why did you start Pampered Chef? Why do you love Pampered Chef? What has it done, for you? It can be short, it can be sweet, it doesn't have to be very long. One that the Nationals did, it shared that some of them started because of the money, some of them started because of products, some of them started because of their families, some of them started because of the vacations they could earn. Okay, so a lot of us start for different reasons, okay, and some of us stay for different reasons. But it just is a short video, and we're Pampered Chef is just encouraging all of us to do this, and they're going to have an event, okay, on March 11th, which March 11th is a Saturday. So I am still trying to figure out if March 11th is the best day, or if March 12th would be a little bit better day to hold ours. But it is a National Meet Pampered Chef Day. They're going to announce this on March 1st. And all executives hold a Meet Pampered Chef. And even home office is going to drive all the consultants to participate in their executive event, or the home office run event if they don't have an executive, okay? So they're encouraging all the executive teams to do this Meet Pampered Chef. So kind of like our opportunity event, that we were just talking about, but sharing with those people that may be interested in the business. So they're trying to hold kind of like a all across Pampered Chef, doing one together. All right, so post your deluxe stand mixer video. How many of you have gotten out your mixers yet and used them? Anyone? What have you guys made so far in them?
I have made bread, the sandwich bread. I've made some 5-minute dough that was a recipe I already have. We made the strawberry crunch cake. Me, Jeannie, and Monica had a big get together last Saturday here at the house, and we cooked and made videos and pictures and had all kinds of fun. So we made all kinds of stuff in it.
That's awesome. Who said they made meatloaf?
I did.
I'm trying to see who that was.
Me.
Oh, Julie. Okay. I was on the wrong screen. Did it turn out good, Julie?
Well, if I'd read the directions first instead of just pushing the preset button, it would have been a lot better. So I just hit the mix. Well, it mixed for over 2 minutes. And then when I read the book, it said 45 seconds. I went, well, mine was very well mixed. It still turned out good.
Very mixed.
So yeah, there you go.
Awesome. What have you, because I've had a KitchenAid for 16 years. So I can compare, even though, we're not necessarily just trying to say why ours is better than KitchenAid or whatever, but I do have something to compare it to. So what are some of the benefits and features that you guys have seen that you love about ours and make ours you feel stand out above some of the others you've seen?
Well, I have a Sunbeam, so let me tell you, this one is way, way better.
Yes. Yes. That's awesome.
I've never had one, so
You've never had
I've
one.
heard of it.
That's awesome.
I've had a KitchenAid forever, and I love the fact that the scraper blade comes with this one instead of having to spend $50 to get one for your KitchenAid.
Mhm.
I love my KitchenAid, but it was starting to leak oil a little bit. I called the company. They said it cost $180 to get a new one. And the very next day was when this was announced. I'm like, yay.
That is awesome. My KitchenAid has not been working properly for probably 5 years now. It has always, since I got it, always rocked and been uneven. So what started happening is I had the white metal mixing wand thing, and over time, because it always wobbled, it started hitting that bowl, and the blade So every time I would make cookies, there was basically aluminum in my cookies. I could see gray streaks because the beater was hitting the bowl every time, and it was knocking off the paint that was on the bar. And it was also just, yeah, knocking that into my cookies. So I got rid of that one and I started using the other one, but it still wobbled. Like it never sat straight. So I was like, but I kept holding out thinking Pampered Chefs has got to be coming out with one. For 5 years, I did not buy a KitchenAid new one because I was just hoping. So I was super excited when I heard that Pampered Chef was coming out with one. Some of the things that I have seen is, one, I love the digital, you know, because my KitchenAid is simply a pull the bar forward to lean it up and then pull it for the speed, you know, like that. There's just two bars on it. And I love that Pampered Chef starts out slow. So when you are mixing, it starts slow, because my KitchenAid would literally throw the flour. If you did not have it tucked inside, it would throw stuff everywhere. And so the Pampered Chef one does not do that, because it starts slow enough. It really starts mixing and then it really goes. But it's very, very sturdy. I love how it has the easy release button in the back to pop it up and the handles to hold it. It is lighter than my KitchenAid was. So I do love that feature as well. And I haven't even been able to make some of the bread yet, but I'm excited to try the bread. I've made cookies in it, and I've made the same cookie recipe for years now. And I will say it was the best because of how it mixed it. But also I used the really large scoop. So the cookies were really big and they were soft and they were delicious. So between the mixing and the new scoop, it was a win for sure. So I'm really, really excited. And guys, I will say, create those videos, because it's going to be a huge selling point for hosts. Okay. Because if you can get people excited about $159 mixer, okay, people are going to be excited. Okay. So try to do some videos. I just took some videos of it just starting out, you know, like how it mixes, how it starts mixing. And then I'm going to be posting. So videos and word, you know, spreading about the $159 is really going to be the key. So anything else did you guys have noticed about it?
I took mine to a vendor market this weekend. I didn't even have it set up. I put a sign on it for the $159.50 for booking in March, and I got 4 bookings because of it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great booking tool.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be really good. And it's not going to just be booking forever, but they are testing this out to see, you know, how it can be a booking tool for us. So right now, having that be the only way that you can get it, they're really trying to help drive bookings for us. All right, so with recruiting in March, okay, we're going to get excited. We're going to share our story. We're going to make some videos. I want you to, when you have made your video, I want you to share it on Team PC Hotshots. Share it on your personal team page too. Okay. But once you make your video, I want you to share it on Team PC. Now, guys, this does not have to be like, you don't have to go to the golf course like that one did. You know, like you do you know, if you are standing in the kitchen and want to do your video, or sitting at your desk or whatever, it does not have to be professional grade quality here. Okay. So, but it just, I mean, just something short and sweet of why you started Pampered Chef and why you love the business. Okay. But I want you to share, you know, yours, and be sure that you are using the hashtag. Okay. Say yes, PC. All right. And then we're going to invite everyone to the Meet PC event. Now, here is what they are going to be adding next month. They are going to be adding a discount code that everyone that is interested in the business can use towards their kit. It is a 25% off discount code that when they go on and they are logging in to get their kit, there will be a discount code. It will apply 25% off of the kit of their choice. Okay, so that is something that they are doing next month. That is going to be awesome. Okay, so they're encouraging every director to have 2 recruits, and they're encouraging me as an executive to have 4 recruits. Okay, so I liked this quote. It was in here as I was making this, so I left it in here. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. So I was like, I'm just going to leave that quote in there because I think it's really good. So Walt Disney said it. All right, so summer free for all. Okay, we're also going to be earning summer products next month. Okay, so this is another way to get communication going on your team page and with your personal team people, is by sharing a graphic with who has earned the level 1 and level 2, tagging the earners, posting, inviting them to share a booking or selling tip that helped them reach their goal. Okay, that's how you get people talking, guys, is tag them, get them excited about the goals that they've reached and have them share. What can you share with us that helps you reach this goal? Okay, so if some of your pages are quiet, people don't talk very much, okay? So have them share something with the team on how they were able to earn this goal too. All right, so getting consultants to interact. Encourage consultants to post in their parties and on social through March to drive conversations about the business. If you could just say yes to doing one thing in your life that you have been putting on the back burner, what would it be? Okay, so that's a great topic to post in your VIP party, or your VIP page, to post in your parties. Okay, do it with your consultant first. Okay, post it on your team page and get them talking about it and have them share it in their parties and on their VIP pages. Okay, and then include the National Meat Paper Chef Day. What do you guys think about doing it on the 11th versus the 12th? What are your thoughts? I just worry about Saturday being really busy for people. I just don't know if I think Saturday is the best day to do it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we should do it on the 12th instead? Sunday the 12th instead of the 11th on a Saturday? I get one. Margie says,
Definitely not Saturday.
I just think Saturdays are so stinking busy. Like that to me, I don't know why they chose the 11th. So when they announced that, I was like, why did they do that? So here, I think that we just make a decision. Yes, you're going to see stuff about it being March 11th on the director. You're going to see it from home office. But I really think as an organization, I think ours would be much better to do it on the 12th. So if you guys are in agreement to that, I think that we should just go with that. And we're going to do things a little bit different, but that's okay. I just think that we'll have more success with it doing it on the 12th. So.
What time,
Okay.
Melody?
Let's just do it at our 8 o'clock typical Sunday evening. People are kind of, settling in for the evening on their Sunday evening. That's what I think. Okay, so here is what I would like is we're going to kick off Lead the Way in March, okay, a campaign with you all, just signing up, okay, to go live on our organization page, sharing why you said yes. Would you guys want to go live or do you want to share your videos? What would you guys prefer?
Video.
Video? Anyone else have opinion?
Video.
Video?
Video.
Okay, since they're encouraging all of us to do videos anyways, just when you guys create your video, if you guys will just share it on our team page too, okay? Because they're encouraging all of us to do these in our parties, our VIP pages, everything anyways. So, let's just be sure that you share it on, TPC Hot Shots as well. Okay, also, if you guys did not know, next month, instead of the $80 guest special, they are bumping it to $90. Okay, and the reason they are doing that is because they have figured out that most of the orders that people order are more than 80 anyways. Okay, so they are switching it to 90. Okay, so you can also track, you can keep track of your consultants that have $90 orders. Okay, and you can recognize those people that have Holly, oh my gosh, I just saw your picture. That cracks me up. I thought it was your face at first, and then I realized that it was a picture of you. I thought you were just like staring at me at first, and then I realized it was your picture.
Drop my drink. So I'm like,
All of a sudden I look, and you're like right there, and I was like, is she staring frozen? No, that's a picture.
man, I kicked over my drink and I'm like, oh no.
So funny. It's a very intuitive picture where you're like very in the moment of like anticipation. Okay, so just know that they are switching to 90 next month, and so and it's 100 in Canada. So that's why you're going to see the 100 there. But encouraging your consultants, to push for the $90 guest special. And there we have it. Okay, I know that was a lot of information. So there's a few things that I did. Let me get these screens. I don't need this screen anymore. Okay, so there's a few things that I have. First one, I have everything for the recruiting in March written down here for you guys. And I'll share both of these documents. I just printed it out. It's sitting right here on my desk. Okay, so it talks about the 25% off discount code, announce the recruit like a boss. Now, this is something that we haven't went over. Do you guys remember Kristen Boss that spoke at Empower? Okay, she is going to be offering a special training, and here it talks about it right here. All directors can earn a seat at a specialized recruiting training Kristen is doing for our achievers. Directors recruit 2 people, and you earn your ticket to this training. Recruit 3 people, and you can invite a consultant of your choice from your team to join the training with you. Okay. When consultants help just one person say yes to the apron in March, and you qualify in their first 30 days, they'll earn the Say Yes apron, and you can earn another one with your first qualified new consultant too. Okay, as a company, each consultant reach 1, each director reach 2 plus 1, and each director executive reaches 4 plus 1. So for me, I can earn my ticket to the training with 4 recruits, and with 5, I can give a seat to someone of my choice. Okay, so 2 gets you a ticket to her training, 3 gets you and the consultant into her training. Okay, so that's kind of what they're doing there. And so what I would like for you guys to do is I want you to look at how many people you want to bring in and how many people you want for your personal team to bring in. Okay, and I would like for you to share those numbers with me. And a good thing to do is take the number from January and add 10% and go for that. Okay, so take the number that you guys had as a team in January, add 10%, and then go for that number. Okay, so that's kind of a rule of thumb. Okay, so I will share this document on our director page. Also, I have this monthly action plan written out for you all. Okay, so this has the booking tools, selling tools, recruiting tools. Okay, so here's like this right here has the kits. The Say Yes 25 is going to be the discount code. Okay, so anyone that is interested in joining, they put in this code, Say Yes 25, and here's the kit prices. So the stoneware bundle will be 50 instead of 70. The cast iron will be 100 instead of 130. The deluxe air fryer bundle will be 200 instead of 250. And then the biggest kit will be 250 instead of 330. Okay, so that's what the kits are going to end up being with that 25% off bundle code. Okay, also, confidential until March 1st. Any consultants that join in March and hit 1250 in their first 30 days are going to earn the new deluxe stand mixer. Okay, so that is a huge perk as well. Huge perk. Okay, new consultants can get it for free. Now the guest offer for next month, spend 90, you're going to get the pasta tongs, saute tongs, or everything but the pizza seasoning, and then 150 you get free shipping. There is going to be a test kitchen live on March 8th at 7 o'clock for nostalgic faves, focusing on new products also. Shared rewards for hosts who want to offer budget-friendly shopping to their friends. Deluxe stand mixer will not be available for shared rewards hosts. So keep that in mind, because with a shared rewards party, you guys know that the hosts don't get the, so that's going to be something that just keep that in mind when people are booking. If they're booking for the stand mixer, they're not going to get host rewards with a shared rewards party. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So we already talked about the Say Yes campaign, doing our videos. We talked about them doing March 12th instead of March 11th. 3 key actions. We are going to rally behind recruiting, get excited and share your story. Invite everyone to the National Meat PC Day and share the discount code. So we talked about the summer free-for-all levels. Okay, I think we covered everything on here. So I will share both of these documents though, so you have it printed out like what it is in front of you. So I just took all this information and combined it onto one, because that is what they do for us, is they kind of come up with an action plan. It's much longer and way more words than what I consolidated this one down to. You're very welcome. But you guys get a 2-page summary basically of all the things. Okay, so you guys can print these off, have that kind of in front of you, so you kind of know throughout the month what's going to be going on. Does anyone have any questions about any of this? Anything you guys can think of?
Is anybody using the live test kitchen lives? Is anybody doing those?
Angela is. Anyone else using this test kitchen lives?
I advertise them in my VIP group, and then I'm also using tables, so they're always at the top of the banner at the top of the parties. And they give us a set of posts to use in table to advertise it beforehand, and a recording to use in table after it's over with. And those things have been really good. Like myself, I've watched every one of them. I don't want to miss them because they give us some pretty cool tips and recipes, and I mean, it's good stuff. I like it.
Yep, I'd agree, Angela. Has anyone else watched any of them? So this next one is on March, I wrote it on my calendar, March 8th. Is the Kitchen Live, and it's at 7 o'clock. But here's what is really cool, guys. You know, the biggest thing that will create people as customers and coming back to you is some of the tips and the things that I watch as far as cooking and demonstrating, and you share those with others and they love that knowledge. They love the knowledge of just the different cooking tips that you guys can give them, and you learn those things by watching stuff like this. So I just have learned so much by watching just even different people that I'm friends with, their lives, you know, that they'll come on and cook lunch or something. And just while they're chopping and dicing, the things that they say and the tips that they talk about, the onions and, you know, just different things. And I'm like, I didn't know that, you know, and then I can turn around and share it. And it's just those useful things that when people are cooking that really do benefit people and stand you apart from other people. So anytime you guys can go on and watch, you know, some of that stuff. I've gotten, you know, when they send the email out that says important dates for you to know, like write those down, because there are some really good, you know, tips and information that you're going to learn from some of the things that they share with you guys. Does anyone have anything else that they want to share? Nope, you guys are all good. Okay, well, I will share both of these documents, the recruiting document, and then also just kind of the layout of the month with the dates. And then I'll be sharing just kind of some of our dates as far as team meetings and when we'll do our opportunity events and our new consultant training and our Step Up Your Virtual training and just some of the things that we have. Do you guys like doing this evening call better than a daytime call? What are your thoughts? Mandy's shaking no, Christy's taking yes.
I
like
do,
it
just because
evening.
I work during the day.
Same. I just think 8:30 is too late for me. I'd like to do it a little earlier.
Do it earlier.
Yeah,
lose
it's
my-
late.
I lose
It's
my
late for
focus.
me too.
We can look at
You know.
doing it. We can look at doing it a little earlier. I know it gets late, you know, when for those of you that have to get up and work in the morning.
Especially if I have to be at work at 7 for the radio. I just can't hang this late. My brain shut off an hour ago.
Yeah, my alarm goes off at 4:45 in the morning.
Yeah, that's early. Well, we'll try to maybe make the next one a little bit earlier in the evening, maybe 7-ish or so. So for those of you that have to be early birders. So
That would be great. Thank you. I'm too old to stay up this late.
Well, some of us are an hour ahead, so
Oh, yeah, that
Because it's-
too.
because it's 10:43 for me.
Oh, man.
it's late, you know, for some of you that are on the other coasts. So, well, thank you guys for being on here. I really do appreciate it. I know there's going to be good things that come in March. So we got this.
Well, March is my birthday month, so
It's Holly's
and
birthday.
I'll be 50, so it's a big one.
Welcome
So
to
I'm
the
celebrating.
50s.
Me too, but I'm in the 70s. Hang in there, guys.
Welcome to the club.
I'll start drinking March 1st. It may be entertaining.
Aprons, earn your aprons next month. And as soon as you guys do your videos, I want to see them. Okay, so be sure to share them. And let's get back in the growth mindset and really growing with our teams. Okay, so that's really what I want to see for our organization is just more of the growth mindset, and that comes from the top down. So we can't expect others to grow if we're not growing ourselves. So you guys got this. And I will be announcing, we'll do that booking blitz tomorrow night and try to really help our teams get some bookings on their calendar next month. And I'll do some giveaways and stuff. So, but I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.